When's the last time that you checked your account statements? With all the excitement over the festive season, it's important to make sure you're aware and alert to any fraudulent card attempts. SABRIC CEO Kailani Pillay is back in the loft to explain what we need to look out for so that we don't become a victim of card crime. Welcome back, Kailani.
Thank you very much, Bonnie.
Lovely to have you with us. So, apparently, criminals can make their own card out of your details?
Absolutely, they most certainly can. They do it by various ways, and I think, you know, with being New Year's Eve, we certainly will have to watch out because people are, if you're wanting to do anything online, or there's lots of sales and everybody's so busy. So, yes, what they do is that they are able to copy the information that's on the back of the card, the mag strip. That they can do by skimming either at an ATM with a high-tech skimming device that's already installed, or they could do it with a handheld skimming device either at a restaurant or somewhere where you're shopping and you're not alert and you're not watching. So, of course, they can, and if they're in possession of that information, they're able to make a counterfeit card. The only thing is that because the banks have upped their game in terms of security and have it's EMV compliant now, so you have a chip in the card, you actually require a PIN. So if somebody copies the data from the mag strip, they actually can't use it anywhere where that card would, the usage of the card would call for a PIN. But they can use it in places where a PIN is not required, so in non-EMV compliant countries probably. But also, if they're in possession of the expiry date, the card number, and the CVV number, the 3 digits at the back of the card, if they're in possession of that, they're able to transact online, you know, as if they are you. And that's why it's really important for you to always make sure that you know where your card is at all times, you know that you're protecting your personal information, that you're not going onto a site that's not safe and putting this information on. Also, very important passwords. You should always, always make sure that you have very strong passwords. In fact, SABRIC has been running a campaign, and people can actually test their passwords by going onto this particular thing that we have on social media, either on our Facebook page. And you can go in and put your password in. It won't display, it'll display as dots, and it'll tell you whether your password is strong or not. But it's just about, you know, remembering to change your password often, so that people don't can't guess and access your information.
It's so much work to remember all these passwords.
To, unfortunately.
I know everything is a password lately.
Yes, it is. And you know, one of the things that we do is that we tend to keep the same passwords all the time. And you know, they're so closely linked to our card and our banking, you know, our login profiles and all of that. So we need to be really careful about it. Also, very important, don't have the same password for everything that you have.
For all your cards.
Yes, and even other sites that you go onto also. You know, you've got to have different ones, and you have to have some mechanism of how you could actually remember them, because you're not supposed to be writing them down or even saving it on your phone for that matter, you know. So with card fraud, we always very mindful of the fact that if criminals get access to your information, to your banking information, to your card details, they can merrily transact without without your card being there. But very importantly, something that human beings hate to do, check your bank statement all the time. You've got to go into your account, you've got to check to see if there's any unauthorized transactions. So you can notify your bank, you can minimize damage to your, you know, losses to yourself.
I found that's one of the best ways. The best ways to actually monitor that is to have your bank app on your phone.
Yes.
Because you can actually just do it weekly and just check that week's transactions so it doesn't accumulate.
Absolutely. And I think with the banking apps, the banks actually encourage their customers to download those apps. The security levels are also quite high. It's, you know, it's got high levels of security in it, and we really encourage people to use banking apps. It's quick and it's easy to use. But also make sure that if you're doing it on your mobile phone and you've got it on there, make sure that you've got a lock screen as well, so that if you leave your phone lying around, somebody just can't go and access it.
Or if someone steals it.
And also, importantly, and when you're using a banking app, you must always log off. People tend to forget it. They do their transaction and then they just close, you know, stop, and then their phone goes onto their normal sort of screen. Log off when you're done.
Well, so much to remember, but thank you so much for informing us all the time.
It's an absolute pleasure, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Now that we've all hashtag wised up, we can go out into the new year alert and aware of any possible schemes and scams so that we don't become victims.
We are brave, innovative, everywhere. We are SABRIC.